Hey. Hi. Can y'all hear me okay? I love your face. Hello, everyone. Whoa, y'all in here deep. Hey, Lori. Whoa. Y'all are deep. Hey. Hey, Mimi. Hi, Emocom. Priscilla, Jezzo. Bookmark. Famous Nobody. I love your face. Booging. Giggle Glimmer. Got all in your feelings. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm here, because yeah, this is me in chill mode. I'm extra lackadaisical right now, y'all. High on sage and whatnot. Yeah, man, that's why I'm here, because I figured everyone would be feeling like crazy. So I figured it was only fair that right? Exactly, Giggle Glimmer. Dog. Yeah, the energy is crazy. That's why I'm here, because I was in prayer earlier, and I got some intel for y'all as far as like what's going on and why y'all are feeling the way that you're feeling. And hey, Coco. And the funny thing about it is it kind of ties in everything. It ties in the supermoon from last month and why all the readings came out like they did, and why there's that uncomfortable feeling. If you're feeling uncomfortable, it's awesome. Oh, really? Was that Stephanie? Man, really? I feel like all of my like sexual energy, aside from like channeled to creation, it's like I feel like my stuff is dead, man. I don't know what's going on with that. I know, y'all, I have not been live in like I don't even know. It's been months since I have been live, like buku months. Hey, Kyra. But other than that, are y'all just feeling conflicted? This energy is making me feel, it has me feeling hot for some reason. I'm like literally temperature hot. I don't know why. It's almost like there's like fire on my back or something. Oh, yes, if y'all could like this. So we could get people up in this piece. Hey, 2 times. Hey, wait, LL? I like how you spell that. That's gangster. Kyra. Priscilla. Yeah, man. What I'm gonna do? Oh, really? Yeah, this might be a lot of people's first live, because the last time I went live on YouTube, my subscribers were a lot different than they are now. I will be opening up the personal readings very, very soon. And let me go ahead and make that announcement since I got all of y'all here. Just because of how it is with my personal readings, what I'm doing is I have a list that's on the website that you can go sign up for. And what I do is periodically, I open up 20 spots at a time. And everyone who's on the list, you get a personal email from me saying that the list is open. So if you want a reading, hey, Ann, If you want a reading, then you just go, because I send you like a private link, and you go straight to that link and you can book. Because I have to kind of pace myself, because I learned that the hard way in December of last year. I used to have it where they were just open all the time, and it got so overwhelming. Oh, 111. It got so overwhelming. I was like, oh goodness. So just to ensure that I get everybody's readings out in time, I just open them up in increments. So if y'all do want a personal reading, make sure you get a list. And I'm gonna let everybody know when I send out the email, so you can be keeping an eye out for it. Hey, Carla. The vibes. Oh, it jumped up. It's a habit. I like that. I like your face, babe. Whoa, that jumped up real quick. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a reading for everybody, but I have a whole bunch of stuff to share with y'all to help y'all out, like explaining what this is and like what y'all are feeling and why. And it's deep. It's real. And then I'm gonna do a release reading to assist you guys in whoa, y'all really Buku, y'all just signed up for the list. That's so funny. Hey, Lisa. I am going to do each sign. Hey, Cyber. Hey, Ali. Yeah, because I know a lot of you guys are doing your rituals. So I want to assist you guys with your rituals with helping you know what to let go of. Oh yeah. Oh sure, Lori. If you did timestamps, you're like a freaking saint. But if you guys have notebooks, I would suggest you get notebooks. Y'all know how I do. But I'm gonna tell you guys what it is that Spirit was telling me after I was in prayer earlier. That's gonna help you make sense of the energy that y'all are feeling, because I guess I could say it like within context. It makes a lot of sense. And then after that, I'm going to do a little quick read for each sign on what you guys should let go of, which it should release, and what's not, or whatever. Y'all's energy to me, it's like y'all are buzzing. That's what it feels like to me. Like I feel so much energy coming from the screen right now. It's hilarious. I said I have a template for note taking that I'm gonna put up on the site for everybody, because y'all always email me about how y'all be taking notes. Like y'all legit. I'm so proud. I'm gonna look at my little notes I have here. Oh yeah, true that, huh? Oh, they got Buku Pisces in here? I love my Pisces. Birthday vibes. Oh, happy birthday, Christina. I take notes on no one but you. Oh, thank you, Carla. I love that y'all take notes. Y'all know I'm all about practical application. Yeah, man, at midnight it's officially going to be Taurus season. My birthday is on the 9th. I'm bucked up, y'all. All right, Virgo. Oh, man. So I'm going to run through this feed, but I can't talk right now. Let me drink water because I cannot talk, apparently. Damn, throat chakra. I had a freaking asthma attack last night, man. I don't know what's going on in America. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't breathe. And I was like, this is it. No Michael Jackson. Where's my pump? Where's my pump? Terrible. Oh, your daughter's May 10th. Happy birthday to her. Yeah, man. I had to take some Zyrtec and use my pump. It was horrible. Waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to breathe when you're like disoriented is like the worst thing in America. Oh man. But when I was in prayer earlier, the clarity that I got on this energy is that it ties back to the supermoon, which was also in Libra last month. And pretty much that the whole month of March, it was like a precursor to everything that's happening now. And I've kind of touched on they say chewable Claritin for children. I cannot play with y'all. Y'all are cracking me up in the chat. But pretty much the whole energy in March was all about coming into your power, and all of that is culminating now, right? So pretty much what it is that the two illustrative cards for this energy would be the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, right? Because the Two of Swords is more or less in your mental space of being back and forth about something, but then that's starting to manifest in the physical realm, which would be the Two of Pentacles. So it's like 1 foot forward, 1 foot backwards. And a lot of that has been manifested in the readings, right? So the realization that I had, all y'all's comments, and all of the comments were like, this person, like, I'm done with them, and you know, I broke up with them, whatever. And I was like, yeah, dude, with a lot of people I know, even people in like my friends in real life, like all that stuff was literally with them. I'm like, I know these are people they don't deal with no more. So I was like, why is that coming up? The whole reason why it was coming up is because this person is symbolic of a valuable lesson that everyone is supposed to learn. And it's not about the person, right? So the reason why those energies were coming up were for a very specific reason, because even if you cut ties with the person, a lot of times I kept saying in the reading how it's like an energetic type of tie, right? So you could physically cut yourself from the person, but if they're still not emotional, even if you took your emotions back, the energetic tie still exists there, right? The karmic tie, because the lesson needs to be learned, right? For each person, it's different, but the similarity of the whole collective is the fact that it's a root issue, right? And root, we could say root chakra issue, which means it's going back to like those basic childhood wounds, you know, fear of abandonment, attachment issues, self-worth value, things along those lines, right? So the reason why all of those people were showing up was for that reason. So it was more or less like, you know, flashing lights and a symbol from spirit saying, have you learned the lesson? Right? So for those of you who may not have, even if you have a cognitive understanding of saying like, oh, I don't need to deal with this person because they don't treat me right. What you really want to be looking at is what it triggered in you, right? Like, what emotions was it triggering? Which old pains was it triggering? Things along the lines of that, right? And, oh, that's another thing. I just saw somebody say something about twin flame. Not saying that specifically for your situation, but a lot of people too, and this isn't for everyone, it's just a large group of people. There's one group of people who are completely anti-twin flame now. There's another group of people who are convinced that who they thought was their twin flame was actually just a karmic partner. Majority of people just really confused. Ah, y'all are buffering? Am I buffing y'all? Buffering? Word? It's still buffering? Oh, wow. Is it better now? Okay, it's good now. Okay, cool. I think that was me because I'm using my hotspot on my phone because my son with the Fortnite, and for some reason the Xbox just completely shuts down our internet. They got McDonald's Wi-Fi. Oh man, that's funny. Hey, Lachey. Oh God, it paused on one of my creepy faces. Gross. Yeah, man. So I used the hotspot because I was like, he'll come in here like screaming, like, the internet, mom, the internet, Fortnite. And I'm like, dude. But nah, man, but that's what it is. A lot of people are realizing that people they thought were twins are actually karmic partners. You know what I'm saying? So people are in a lot of different places right now, but the whole thing is that this energy now under this moon, this is like the final wrap up, because the intention is to cleanse and solidify your love life. So it's all about breaking this energy of indecision. And indecision is broken in choice. And choice is something that we have to be personally accountable for that scares the crap out of people, because it's taking responsibility for how it is that we choose to move forward, So it's more or less weighing your options and where this aligns with this full moon. During the full moon, we're always releasing what's no longer in service to our highest good. I know I should have started this live by playing Nick Drake, Pink Moon. So I've written in a sunset, the pink moon is on its way. Oh man, I love that song. Oh, thank you, Boda. But yeah, man, but that's the whole thing here. It's all about cleansing your love life. It's all about getting to the root of those issues, and not necessarily saying that they're all supposed to be just instantaneously healed tonight, but it's the awareness of them. You got two of them. Yeah, man, because choice, our ability to choose, like if you think about the magician card and the magician table and the tools, that's symbolic to me of choice. The greatest power that mankind possesses that we often overlook is our ability to choose. The fact that everything in our life revolves around our choices. Where I sit today, where you all sit today, we are here based on the byproduct of every choice we've ever made in our life, right? So choice is your creation power. That's the ultimate tool, right? The way the indecision is broken is by making a choice, in the sense that you have everything that you need at this present moment to make that choice. And the schematic by which you would measure it is if this is serving my highest good or not, which leads us into full moon rituals. When we're doing full moon rituals, the most simplistic ritual to do is to simply write down everything that you want to release that's no longer serving you. So what I want to say is, as I'm talking, since you guys have your notebooks, if there's anything that pops up in your spirit, if there's anything that jumps into your mind, if it's a person's name, if it's something that you do, it doesn't matter if it's not even related to what it is that I'm saying. Write those things down, right? Because aside from the notes that you're taking, I want you guys on another page, if you haven't already, start making a list of things that you know without the shadow of a doubt that you want to let go of. Because the beautiful thing about this energy is like supercharged, right? So what lies on the other side of this is like a golden ticket. The path is clear to follow through on whatever it is that you want. And you guys are going to realize, because in Aries season, and I was telling this to one of my friends yesterday, my friend Michelle, who's in here, one of the moderators. I was like, dude, my mind is like, go, 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 right? But I'm like, where? And it's like, I don't know. And it's like, but you're telling me to go. Yeah, go. But where? Uh-huh. And that's kind of been the space a lot of people have been in. You know what I mean? You know, you can't go backwards, but then you can't go forwards because you really don't know where you're going. But the dope thing about this is we're coming into, hey, Rhea, we're going into Taurus season, which is like extra chill season. And in Taurus season, we're going to learn how to do nothing and accomplish everything, right? Aries was all about an action-oriented energy, but that was just the igniter. Like this energy we've all been under, that lit the pilot in your soul, right? Us stepping into Taurus season is going to put us in a place of sitting and doing nothing and accomplish everything is more or less a Buddhist parable in a sense. That's talking about being in space with spirit, like where you are in meditation, attuning to the inner temple, aligning with spirit, discerning situations, and only moving when quickened in your spirit to move. And that's how you're successful. That's how you consistently slay in life, is that you don't do a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of different things, trying to put a whole bunch of seeds out there, hoping that one of them gives you a harvest. It's like, nah, you just chill. And when spirit is like, do that, you like, cool. You do it and then you slick. So there's no guesswork. Yeah, sitting pretty like the Empress. That's why homegirl sitting there and got all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the secret to life. Less is more, you know? And it's like when you're in tune with spirit and you're living by flow and waves, you really ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be stressing yourself out. Just got to chill, you know? Listen to Incubus, Aquarius Transmission. That's all about entering flow. I love Incubus. I will always find a way to put an Incubus reference in there somewhere. Just saying. But let's see. What else was it? Just your surrender and release. So pretty much in so many words, your ability to make a choice to move forward is a testament of your strength that you've gained throughout this entire process, because the supermoon last month was an initiation within this pilot being lit within you, right? And going forward into Taurus season, why all this manifestation talk and everything is so important is because, and why this lesson, yes, Incubus is the best band ever. It is the best band name, but they're the best band ever. Don't argue me on this. I will fight you. But the whole purpose of this person in this lesson, all of these crazy energies, this indecision, all of this, the reason why all of this is so important is because this lesson you learn with this person and how it relates to your root issue and how it is you guys overcome it. And those of you who have read my book, you know the very first page of my book is a letter to the reader. I think of my entire book, the very first page of my book, the letter to the reader, is the absolute most important. And the Hermit Effect, which is the very last chapter, that is the two most important things in that book. But the letter to the reader, I talk about your purpose and your mission and give tips on how to tap into that. And that's really what all of this, thank you so much, Get Glimmer. I'm re-releasing it because I have more stuff that I've added to it. So y'all keep an eye out for that, you know? But all in all, the most important thing in all of this is leading you up to your mission. So your purpose, your mission, the whole reason why you incarnated, a lot of that is going to start to get very, very clear to you. And it's intricately aligned to this wound, how this wound manifested with this person or these people, and how you overcame it. That now becomes your blueprint and your pathway for how it is that you're going to help other people. That's why learning karmic lessons are so important. Not just to say, like, you know, I love myself now, right? But it's like, okay, you love yourself. I don't love myself. Show me how. How is it that you learn to love yourself? Show me what that means. What are the practical steps that you took to get there, right? Because we all know there's so many people in this world that are suffering desperately. You know what I mean? Every single one of us needs each other, and every single one of us possess something that the other needs. And I believe that we're all created that way for a reason. We need each other. It's a level of community that has to be resurrected within humanity. And I believe all of you have a hand, a foot, an elbow, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So learning these lessons are extremely, extremely important. Extremely important. But of course, don't put pressure on yourself. Never do that. But just make sure you guys keep that in mind. So is that why my old friend... Be careful of people that are coming back into your life right now. You know, wait, is somebody's name welfare office? Yes, an incubus is a male sex demon. Why is somebody's name welfare office, y'all? Hey, Kim. I am so mad at that. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, do I have my first troll? I've never had a troll before. That's one thing I say I'm so legit thankful for. As many times as I've gone live on YouTube, I don't really get trolls. I love you too. I feel so special that y'all are just out here hanging out with me on a Friday night. Where he at though? Where him at? Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Well, amen to that, Lori. Don't feed the trolls. Oh, man. Oh, thank you. Authoress. 4 is my favorite number, by the way. It's been my favorite number since I was a little girl, because I used to tell my daddy when I was little, I was convinced that 4 was because, you know, mind you, when I was a kid, like, you know, Smurfs was cool and things, you know how you only had one girl Smurf? I was under the impression that 4 was the only girl number. So this is so lame. I used to put the number 4 in the calculator and put all the other numbers so it looked like the boys were chasing her. Oh, man. Feeling some type of way, definitely tap into it. Like, even I use that term. I be joking with it, but I fuss at my clients if they come in my office and I'm like, how's your week been? And they talking about something. I don't know, I feel some type of way. That is not allowed in my office. I was like, we are not taking the easy way out. We are going to verbalize what we're feeling. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I can't remember what the female Smurf's name was. Aw, thank you, Ultra. Hey, Bethany. Hey, Libra. I'm gonna have to cheat, y'all. I don't know the signs in order. I'm gonna have to look at a list. There we go. Oh, Lordy. Hey, Lena. Smurfette. That is hilarious. Oh, man. All right. So we're going to jump into these here signs, man. I'm doing great, DJ. I'm doing amazing because I'm feeling so much love right now. I can't even believe it. I'm looking at all of these people that are in the chat and I'm kind of in shock, you know? So I'm feeling extra dope. I'm excited. Things are about to get really, really good. A lot of opportunities are coming up for people, and I'm always excited for people. Oh, thank you, Latasha. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell y'all that those are beignets because I be laughing at the stuff. Y'all be seeing all kinds of stuff in that picture. I think somebody said something about it looked like a bowl of hot grits with some butter on it. Hey, Maya. It's beignets. I know. I love the sound of card shuffling. Everybody was saying all kinds of stuff. Beignets. Toaster strudel. Oh, thank you, Aries Libra. Oh, thank y'all. If y'all like this, man, I'm gonna start doing this more often. Yeah, dog. Somebody said hot grits with a lot of butter and a biscuit. And I was like, man, y'all can't just be saying stuff like that. I'm getting hungry. Dude, I love toaster strudels, man. They got like a cinnamon roll kind, son. Contemplating key or new. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Dog, y'all know I stay home. Every time I did lives, I always went and got hot wings afterwards. But I got to get my cruise body together, y'all. Because if y'all don't know, I have a group trip. And, oh, thank you, Christina. This welfare office person, bro. It's hilarious. Oh, thank you, Dawn. But I have a group trip in August. I got to get my body together, y'all. I got to stop with hot wings. Oh, yeah, Maya, you should totally come. All y'all come dag nabbits on the gun. So let's take a gander at Aries first. I'm going to go in order of what it is that needs to be released. You heard me and whatnot, or whatever. Carla. I know hot wings are so good, right? Welfare office got blocked. What you doing, Aries? Mary, you an Aries. I'm about to fuss at you. What's going on with this, Aries? First thing that comes to my spirit is fear. There's a fear of walking away. There's a fear of walking away. And I would say it's because of the level of investment, right? And I think something that Aries and I'm about to be vain right now and put on lipstick. How about that? But I think the thing that Aries and Taurus have in common is our refusal to give up on people. We're very, very loyal. Yeah. We're super, super loyal. And when we put time, energy, and effort into something, it's like we're going to kind of try to ride it till the wheels fall off, right? But the thing that I always say to everyone, understanding how difficult it is to let something go, you always want to take into account, especially now with this being under a full moon, right? Is this serving your highest good? Is this something that you want to feed your energy into? Because y'all know that I always say that everything that we do is seed and fruit, right? Your energy is a very priceless resource and it's life-giving. So anything that you put your time, energy, effort, attention onto grows with your energy, right? If something isn't serving you, what is it that you think you're reproducing, right? It's either something that's giving you life, something that's moving you forward, or something that's killing you, properly speaking, or something that's stagnating you. So what I'm really feeling for Aries is that what's imperative tonight under this full moon energy is any residual fears that you have in reference to what it is that you're afraid to walk away from, right? Or that you're on the fence about walking away from, right? Or you feel blocked from walking away from, or trapped in, what have you know. Whatever that is, or whatever lesson related to it that you feel that you've yet to learn. And I can tell you this, I like when spirit lets me say things like this. If you're really serious about moving forward, go outside under this energy and be very serious, clear, and direct of asking spirit to answer you any question that you need the answer to right now, right? And spirit is going to give you that answer. Anything it is that you want to know, whether it's how do I move forward or what is my next move, what have you. If you, from a pure place in your heart, make that petition tonight, it's going to be answered for you. You feel me? Y'all can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. My dad is an Aries, and my son is an Aries. He ain't manifested nothing but bad bucks. Oh man. Whoa. The whole deck then fell out. I'm gonna pick a surrender card for you guys. Whoa, or two, Aries. First card, surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. What I just said. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Another message that I'm getting for Aries, which is funny. Everything that you ever wished for and desired for your life is on the other side of this choice. So choose wisely. I don't know what that's about. I ain't got no Aries in my chart. Cancer. Next, Taurus. Have they? Ooh. What happened, Michelle? Taurus. What messages do we have for Taurus? What does Taurus need to release? What does Taurus need to release? Spirit. Taurus moon. I'm a Taurus moon too. Taurus in love with an Aries. Yeah. Bless your heart. Hey, JP. What does Taurus need to know, Spirit? Oh, you're Taurus rising. Venus and Taurus. Uh-oh. Oh, your daughter's a Taurus. Woo. Oh, your boyfriend's a Taurus? All right, Spirit. What does Taurus need to know? My brother's a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. Y'all are some interesting individuals. Oh, thank you, George. What do we need to know for Taurus? What does Taurus need to release, Spirit? Taurus in love with a Virgo. I just love seeing the signs that y'all date, man. That's so interesting. Bulls are awesome. Everybody needs a Taurus in their life. Your Venus is in Taurus. Should I focus on Taurus for my love life? Oh, what is really going on right now? You can, but if you're thinking about more long-term partnerships, look at your Jupiter. So Taurus, Page of Wands in reverse. What is really going on in America? Oh, never mind. I know. For a lot of Taurians, it's a desire to take action, but you don't know what to take action on because one has yet to tap into what their passion is, right? The thing that needs to be released is thinking about passion or purpose or meaning or hobbies or creativity or spirituality, anything of the sort, to stop looking at it from a cognitive standpoint, right? Something a lot of people may or may not know about us good old Taurians is that we can be in our head a lot, right? And I know a problem I suffer with is like, I like to understand everything down to the smallest molecule before I'll ever like act on something, right? So the whole key is with this is learning how to follow your bliss, learning how to tap into your emotions. And something funny that I realize is how they talk about Taurus is sensory oriented and whatnot. We have a tendency to try to feel things physically, right? Because there's a block with us tapping into this emotional space, right? And that's more fear-based than anything. So we'll try to fulfill emotional needs through physical sensory means. So you want to watch against that. That's why we like, you know, food and things that taste good, smell good, look good, and things of the sort. You know, people touching on you and it feels good and things, you know? But the whole key is channeling your life force energy into something that gives your life meaning. Now, something that I can say from personal experience, once you tap into your purpose, like why you're here, that is something that will drive you through the rest of your life, right? There will never be any questions about that. If you're tired, it doesn't matter. Your purpose will pull you out of bed in the morning. Purpose is something that supersedes everything. It wouldn't matter if everyone in your life turned their back on you, if somebody dumped you, whatever. The reason why you will get up every day and keep fighting is for purpose, because purpose gives life meaning, right? So it's not about thinking about it, even though I love assessments, right? It's not about taking a whole bunch of assessments. Your purpose has been with you and you've been leaving breadcrumbs all throughout your life. Simply look at the roles that you play in your life already. Look at the struggles that you've endured in your life that you've overcome, right? And the most minute things. People write ebooks on how to fry an egg, dog. They got people out there who don't know how to fry eggs. So never discount your experience, you know? Never discount your experience. So it's all about tapping in. How does Taurus go about finding their purpose? Follow your bliss. Look at those simple things, the roles that you play day to day. Or I tell my clients all the time, and this is something that I did because I think the most important thing to me in life was finding my purpose. I always questioned that since I was a child, but it's looking at the things that you gravitate towards. I tell my clients, I'm like, if you were at dinner, I said, what's the one subject matter that a person could talk about, right? And they say something wrong about it that you would jump into a passionate argument and be like, that's wrong because it's this, right? Or look at what you Google at 3 a.m. It's another good one. Or look at your Google history. So our surrender card is surrender to the wisdom of your body. You like my Bane voice right there? Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. That's all about your inner GPS and how that manifests in a sensory way, which we are very, very familiar with our senses. You know what I'm saying? So think about that in reference to people, right? if you had a gut feeling around someone, or even if you get physically sick, pay attention to things like that. But how I talked about following your bliss, anything that you encounter, whether it's a documentary, a movie, I don't know, whatever, anything you encounter that makes you feel physically excited, like butterflies in your tummy, what have you, right? Those are the things you want to pay attention to. That's the breadcrumbs that lead you to purpose. That's the short way of me saying it. But I'm about to have a whole little course on that, so don't y'all worry. Gemini. Follow the niggle. Yes. That is my favorite word. Trust the niggle. Hey, Arise, daughter. Yeah, man. I say I look at our lives like the story of Hansel and Gretel, how they left the little breadcrumbs. Your higher self has been doing that for you your whole life. If you look back, because I say even with me, I can look back over my entire life and I'm amazed because, you know, I run into, you know, my teachers and stuff like that from high school and stuff in the grocery store. And they're always so shocked to find out what I'm doing now. They're like, I would have never thought. And I'm like, it's because you didn't pay attention. So looking back now, it's like I can totally see it. But that's my passion in life, is helping people find their purpose. Because I know that purpose, man, purpose is life altering. Literally life altering. Venus is in Gemini. What does Gemini need to release in this full moon energy, Spirit? Absolutely. We need you to do you. Whoa, Lord have mercy. Whoa, 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 Gemini. What's going on? Jesus. Lord have mercy. Really, Gemini? 7 of Cups and the 9 of Cups in reverse. I would say your wish is not fulfilled because you're confused as hell. I'm a Gemini rising. So everything I'm about to say, I'm allowed to say these things. So that good old, you know, polar energy. The dope thing about 2019 is 2019 is supposed to be the year that Gemini integrates the two facets of itself into one. So it's more or less not choosing a side, right? But allowing yourself to be what you are and not feeling that you need to be anything other than what you are in that very moment, right? This again is saying similar to me, what I was saying to Taurus. There's a thought of so many things external to you, of decisions that you can make, and each one of these things are representative of something very ego-based, right? Or, and I mean ego-based, not meaning self-centered, but in the sense of like expectations, traditions, should, ought, supposed to. But there's one thing that speaks to the soul of Gemini that Gemini may be afraid to do or to act on, or just not be very clear on what it is, right? And the thing that's important for Gemini to release under this full moon energy is expectations. You know what I mean? The need to be something for someone, because you are everything it is you need to be just simply in your beingness. So there's not a need to step outside of yourself to overcompensate, right? Everything that it is that you need, everything that you're searching for exists within you already, right? And there's a need to tap into that. So it's looking at a myriad of opportunities external to oneself, but there's one opportunity, right, that will get you everything you're considering by default, right? So as opposed to chasing after each thing, there's one thing that you sit into, right? And as you sit in that, it draws everything to you. So it's a need to change how one has been accomplishing. So that's going into this new energy of doing nothing and accomplishing everything. That's the reason why, even with lots of stuff, or accomplishments up to this point. That's the reason why it's not good enough for Gemini right now, right? Because it's still looking without to fulfill something within. But the thing that you're looking for, you're already in possession of. That's, I'm being told to say it. But I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. So what does Gemini need to surrender under this full energy? Oh, it tells you about life partner energy. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, Mel. Thank you. I gotta rep my saints. Oh, surrender to joy. That's so important, dude. Joy is the energy of creation. If you can exist in joy, dude, you will alter your life. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Playfulness. Cancer. Cancer's next. Oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you so much. I appreciate all. I just want to say that. Can I just let all of you know I appreciate each and every one of you? Like, there's 300 people in this chat, y'all. That's so humbling to me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate each and every one of you. Everyone that supports me, everyone that watches me, likes me. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Free Spirit. Oh, thank y'all so much. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all so much. What does Cancer need to release? Oh, thank you. Y'all are the freaking bomb. What does Cancer need to release, Spirit? That is MFW. What's that giggle? I know, man. These energies have been cray-cray. But it's just the importance of understanding, like, oh, thank you, Carla. It's the importance of understanding how to channel this energy and why it's here, you know? Oh, thank you, Pisces sun. Is it being nosy if you pull energy reads for past people who did you wrong and you see Tower all over their reading? Did you laugh? Did you laugh at it? Cancer. Oh, this is funny. Cancer. You can't do everything by yourself. Cancer, a lot of times. Ooh, they got 2 more messages after that. A lot of times, Cancer can sometimes find their worth and value in the lives of other people by providing needs for them, right? Like knowing that they're needed, right? But there's now coming a time where Cancer needs to know that Cancer has needs, allowing other people to fulfill them, right? Another message I got immediately after that is Cancers who have creative gifts. Your time of recognition is coming. The person's energy I'm picking up on. I don't even know what kind of art this is, but I feel like it's like kind of something to do with your hands or something. But I mean, that could be anything. That could be graphics. That could be editing, photography. That could be a myriad of different things. But it's a Cancer person or people who have spent a long, long time working towards something. Now you're kind of going into the space of thinking that you need to be more realistic and practical, and you're kind of about to give up on your dreams. But Spirit's telling me to tell you not to quit before the miracle. right? Because, and this is kind of reminding me of that energy I picked up in Libra's reading, like that person, the lady who was like kind of watching that was going to help Libra out. It's like somebody is going to take notice of what you're doing, so don't stop. So that's a specific message. But other than that, there's a need to learn to allow other people to help you, because more often than not, you're bearing a lot on your shoulders. And I feel like this is kind of like a, I don't want to say bad habit, but it's just more or less being groomed this way. My worth and value is tied into what it is that I can offer other people, or me being of service to other people and fulfilling needs for other people. But it's more or less when you step down from this place, your worth will become clear, and you'll see that you're worthy for others to be of service to you as well. So it's almost like this season of you overgiving is over, right? And there's a need to meet people on a level playing field and enter reciprocity, because the cancers I'm picking up on have been overgivers, if that makes sense. Them Libra readings was something. Don't hope. We don't hope around here. We know around here. You hear me? Surrender to your intuition, Cancer. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Back to the creativity, people. Some of y'all been getting a whole bunch of dope ass thoughts that you ain't been doing nothing about, because you're like, oh, that's stupid, that's dumb, that's not gonna work. How am I ever gonna do that? Whatever it is that spirit is showing you, please do that, because I feel like you're sitting on money. You know what I'm saying? Who that? Yeah, Nicole. So yeah, there's random thoughts or ideas, or even if you already have a business, it's like some kind of concept that's flashed to you, but you're tossing it out because you think it's not important. But like, that's money. Money. You understand me? I don't know if Cancers care about money like we do, but I'm just saying. Okay? Leo. Is that considered a download? You could consider it a download. It depends on how it comes. I classify downloads as like divine revelation about a specific thing per se. But you could call it a download. Like if it's a an idea for like a book, yeah, that would definitely be a download. Oh yeah, absolutely. Leo. I don't know. I might. If you don't already, get you a notebook for your downloads or your iPhone notes. I use my iPhone notes because, bruh. Leo, what does Leo need to let go of? That's why we work well with Earth to balance us. Yeah, that's very true. I agree. Yay! That makes me happy, Deja Vu. What does Leo need to let go of? Oh, voice recording. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Yes, dude. iPhones are the truth. I got some good stuff going all the way back to 2000. And hi, Teresa from Idaho. Making me think of potatoes, and now I'm hungry. Your Venus is in Libra. Is that the sign you see for love? Yes. But also look at your Jupiter. Leo, what does Leo need to let go of? Thank you, Sage. Leo gang. Whoa. Really, Leo? This is my fake happiness card. From the bowels of your soul. You guys are holding yourself back from a major rebirth. It's fear-based. A lot of this stuff is fear-based. But it's more or less like, okay, if you're manifesting something, right? And it's like, oh, you need to be in a spirit of joy, right? It's like fake joy. Like, I'm happy. I'm so happy. Happy. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Nah, man. The happiness of the sun upright, that is that happiness that comes from your sacral. You know what I'm saying? It's conviction. It's true joy. It may make you like you're lying to yourself. It may even make you feel like you're a little delusional. You know what I'm saying? But you got to start practicing coming from this space. Now, a great exercise to do that. Whatever it is you guys are desiring or wanting to manifest into your life, during your meditation time, close your eyes and visualize it. Like, see yourself there. Think about the feelings you would feel when that person comes, or when you get that thing, or you get that job, or you get that money, or, you paint that picture, whatever it is. Allow yourself to be in that moment and get lost in it and mentally capture those emotions. But while you're visualizing this, allow yourself to feel the abundance of that joy, right? As if you're there, you're in that moment. You're going to start to feel it springing up from here. That's what you want to encapsulate. So whenever you start to doubt yourself, whenever your is not, because y'all know about the is not is paradigm I always talk about, whenever you're manifesting something into your life, the is not will always manifest before the is. The universe likes to fill voids, right? So whenever you make a decision to do something, the polar opposite of what you're trying to do is going to manifest in front of you. The test is you not going into this, I'm happy, I'm manifesting, look at my vision board. No, it's not being there. It's you tapping back into those feelings of what it's going to feel like when you're there. You allow yourself to experience that here. Again, it goes back to doing nothing, accomplishing, not allowing what is outside of you to determine what's going on inside of you, right? Now, this is where we're going to get a little deep. When we talk about heaven on earth, every human being is heaven on earth. Your inner world is heaven, encapsulated in your meat suit body. Therefore, you are heaven on earth. You are a walking miracle. Don't ever forget that, right? Whenever you feel far from home, whenever you feel distance from spirit, always remember that's encapsulated within you. Everywhere you go, God is with you all the time. It is not possible to be separated from God, right? Because that's something you're carrying with you everywhere. It is you. It's the very essence of what you are, right? So it's a need to remember that. Whenever you feel doubt, tap back into that, because you have the authority, the power, and the dominion to decree and declare whatever it is that you want to decree in this realm, right? But you have to believe it, right? You have to know it, not hope it. I have faith that this happens. That leaves too much margin of error for me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm hoping stuff happens, that means that it might not. We ain't got time for no might nots. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for that. Okay. If I need money today. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been disappointed in the past. Nothing ever works out for me. Well, that was yesterday. We're talking about today right now. If that's in an opposing nature to what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. Anytime you get rejected, anytime something doesn't work out, don't get discouraged. Stand firm and knowing like, oh, well, it's coming. I'm not tripping. You feel what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. I saw Grizzly Tarot. Is my homeboy up in here? Yeah, man. It's all about tapping into your power. The sun in reverse isn't a bad thing. It's just, it's saying it needs to come from here, man. You feel me? Don't ever get discouraged, dog. Don't ever get discouraged. Do not ever get discouraged. This is all about remembering who you are. You know what I'm saying? Spirit isn't against you. God doesn't hate you. It's not like you're the only person, bad stuff happens to. Even the Buddha said that one thing that's guaranteed in life is pain. Pain is guaranteed. Suffering is optional. You know what I'm saying? Despite how negative things may look or how disappointed we get, is tapping into a space of knowing in due time, right? That's some stuff. Stop being like Taurus, Leo. Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensed up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. I hope. Hey, Dan the man. Virgo. What does Virgo need to release in this full moon energy? Hey, Dan the man. You're in Portugal? I'm getting travelers looking at your IG, dude. Virgo moon. What does Virgo need to release, Spirit? I don't have no Virgo in my chart. All right, what does Virgo need to release, Spirit? Virgo needs money. Can we secure the bag for Virgo, please? What does Virgo need to release to secure the bag? Virgo. Why y'all talking about food right now? Oh, thank you, Elle. Y'all gonna have me going a whole binge after this. Virgo. Man, Virgo, what's going on? Oh, what's that? Oh. You guys need to release an ideal. And this can manifest in a couple of ways. It's either going to be an ideal relationship or an ideal in reference to a relationship. So let's say hypothetically, if this is a relationship that went south, and this is the picture that you had in your mind of how this was supposed to work out, it reminds me similar to Aries energy of not wanting to walk away. So it's that when we talk about grieving the loss of a relationship or of someone, you're not actually grieving the loss of them. You're grieving the loss of who you wish they were, right? Because I say the 10 of Cups is very different than the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles has some, something tangible that's a representation of this emotional state. The 10 of Cups is just emotions, right? It's an idealism, right? But there's nothing tangible attached to it. You feel me? So what Virgo needs to release is any illusions. Look at what you're really looking at, right? Do you want to look happy or do you actually want to be happy is the question, right? Because there's a vast difference between the two. Because we can look happy to other people. We can look happy on Instagram and on Facebook and everything else. But I mean, is that really worth it? And this is hypothetical, it's like for everyone to think that you have the perfect marriage and the perfect kids, but it's like behind that, you're slowly dying inside. Your soul dead, but you guys take really great pictures at Christmas that everyone harps over. And it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I had a relationship like them. And it's like, no, they're dead inside. Look into their eyes in the picture, they're dead. You feel me? So it's all about true emotional fulfillment, not just the illusion thereof. So under this full moon, Virgo would want to release, which being their highest good is the illusion thereof. And being an earth sign, it's about having the actual tangible evidence of that idealism, not just the idealism, right? Dang, it's 5:11 in the morning? Where are you? Oh man, here go Mel. Ham, lamb, mashed potatoes. I'm so mad at y'all for that. What does Virgo need to surrender, Spirit? Yeah, man. That's not fun. I've been there. That's how I felt in my marriage. Bleached. This Virgo needs surrender. Whoa. Surrender to your full power, dag-nabbit son of a gun. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. See this? This is playing it small, babe. We trying to get 10 pentacles, you hear me? We trying to get the ideal babe in the money, in the house, in the car, in the crib, you know what I'm saying? All that. You hear me? Libra. What does Libra need to release? Y'all partaking in the swine. Oh, man. Yeah, man, a lot of us do it. That's how we're conditioned to be. I can't say for all countries, but in America, our capitalistic society, you know, we're all consumers, and we are driven to have the illusion thereof of happiness, but forgot somewhere along the way to actually be happy. So much so that many of us have forgotten that that's actually a part of the deal. Hey, FJ. Like, you are actually allowed to be happy. You can actually do what you love and make money. You know what I'm saying? You actually don't have to earn love. You could just be you. You feel me? There's people out there who will love you for who you are and where you are. There's no need to earn it. No, emotional intelligence is not taught. A lot of people don't even know what that is, believe it or not. Emotional IQ. What? What does Libra need to release? You are everything you need to be and right where you're supposed to be in this very moment. What does Libra need to release here? Whoa. Contemplation. What are y'all thinking about? Oh, man. I'm not going to talk about y'all indecisiveness. No, I'm not. I'm saying this to Libra. There's such thing called overthinking, Libra. You guys took a step back, right, to recover from something, but like y'all still in recovery mode, and I feel like you're recovered, right? But I think whatever it is that you guys went into recovery mode about, it was something that, what's the word I'm looking for? Not stunted your confidence, but your confidence took a hit. I'll put it like that. And it's a little bit of paranoia. I mean, not like in a creepy kind of way, but it's just like, let me put this in context of like a relationship. Like, you were hurt really bad by a specific type of person or a specific person. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to date anymore. I don't want, to date that kind of person anymore. Or, I tried that business idea. It didn't work out. So I don't want to try that anymore. And it's being in this state of rest for too long. And the reason why it's not a good thing is because you're still there out of fear, right? It's not because you still need to recover. It's more or less trying to hide from life, right? Being in the background. Now, if this has anything to do with any of those energies that came up in your reading, my goodness, if it has anything to do with that, right? And that's something that recently happened, then by all means, rest and recover. But for others of you, this has become a defense mechanism because it's the fear of repeating past experiences. And that's stunting your growth. It's preventing you. It's almost at a point now where you're kind of breaking your own heart because you're halting what could be because of what could have been or what has been, if that makes sense, right? So if there's something, and y'all know I always say this whenever I'm sensing energies like this, if this is to the point where this is affecting your life and you're becoming someone that you haven't been before, or this fear is so vast that it's crippling you, then it's most certainly time to talk to someone. There's nothing to be ashamed of about that, right? But you want to get back on your good foot because, like I said, this is y'all's full moon. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to affect you guys in a very positive way. So if there's a need to rest because of things and recover from things you guys have recently been through, by all means. But if this is something that's been long standing for a while and it's come to the point to where you realize it's starting to affect your life, it's time to reach out and allow someone to help you out, right? Like you feel like you're stuck in and you've been trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that I'm seeing it, I don't think it's actually this, but it's like, what is it, agoraphobia? When you're afraid to go outside, like that's the vision that I'm seeing in my head. Not saying that that's what someone's actually suffering with, but it's that level of fear where, you know, something happened. Like I almost got hit by a car when I was a kid. And ever since then, I'm too afraid to go outside because I fear it'll happen again. So it's been so many years where it's an irrational fear, but it's very real to you still, right? And in the event that that's the case, it's time to reach out to someone to help you work through that so you can move forward. And there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of about that. Yes, therapy is the shiznit, you know? Sometimes self-care means going to therapy, and that's totally cool. You know what I'm saying? We don't bite. Oh my gosh, I got hit by a truck on my right side. Goodness gracious. I got hit by a truck when I was a kid. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Surrender. That's ultimate surrender. Dude, when I tell you, if there's a hangman moment right now, like there's something where you cannot move forward, it's just surrender to the moment, you know? We're getting out of this energy of go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about that. When I tell you, dude, the most liberating feeling is surrendering to what is. Like, it's so liberating. Liberating. That's where you find your power. But it's very counterintuitive to think such a thing. It's like, how is it that in me releasing control that I somehow gain control? Dude, I kid you not. What? Oh, God. That's scary. Scorpio. It is, man. It's so liberating. Yeah, man. This energy is super weird. I hope this is helping. If y'all don't stop cussing. Scorpio. Oh my goodness. Lori, I'm gonna pinch you. I just want you to know that. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to release, spirit? Yeah, man. That weight. Y'all are something else. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to release? I want you to know I can see this conversation. Yeah, don't y'all be talking about me behind my back. I'm talking to my friends, y'all. They're having a conversation in the group chat. Think I can't see. They talking about, oh, dang. I cannot with y'all. All right, Scorpio spirit. What does Scorpio need to release? Not with them though. Oh, Lord have mercy. What does Scorpio need to release, spirit? Whoa, good Lord have mercy. Somebody that is not a good person. The Emperor's in reverse. That's how you're going to get to your happiness. There is either, and I see this as two ways, either a mentality, it's a lack mentality, or this is an actual person that is an energy vamp to the max, because this is the Empress, okay? Energy vamp to the max. And this is someone who's like hella, like a finesser. Someone who's a finesser. Because see, the Emperor in reverse, that's like your controlling, manipulative, dominating type of person. But see, the Empress in reverse is a little bit more cunning. The only way that you can tell is if, and this is actually something that I had realized from my own personal life with a friend of mine, a former friend of mine from like eons ago. I noticed when this person was in my life, prior to meeting him, I felt very optimistic and excited about things and confident. But the moment that I met them, I started doubting myself, feeling not good enough, not feeling pretty, and being all paranoid about like how I look and is this right? No, that's not going to work. And it's like all of these negative thoughts. And it took me some time before I made the connection and started to realize, like, ever since that person came into my life, it's like they were provoking self-doubt in me, right? Granted, I had to take my accountability for the fact that the doubt was there, right? They were just triggering it, right? But it was because I wasn't noticing what the person was doing. And it's like they were throwing little insults, like very covertly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, like backhanded compliments. Like, you look so nice. Why did you wear those shoes? And then the entire night I'm paranoid because I'm like, does this look okay? Does this look okay? Does this look okay? So it's a person who does stuff like that. That's someone that you would want to release. Even if this is a friend, family member, whatever, a relationship partner, what have you. If it's not someone you can completely cut ties with, you want to cut down your time with that person, right? If you find that you feel super confident until you talk to them, you feel confident until you get around this particular person, right? You want your time. And for some of you, it can be a mother figure as well. It's very, very possible, right? It could be an older sister. It could be a bestie, you know? Yeah, man. And it's kind of like when people do backhanded like insults like that, it's like it plants a seed and it always rises up afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So getting rid of this person, or, you know, putting distance between this person, depending on which specific situation is, that's when you're going to go back to feeling like yourself, right? Another thing is this for us can just be a personal mentality of self-doubt, right? This is who you really are, but it could be from past experiences or past interactions with people like I've yourself like this. It's time for you to start seeing yourself and identifying as this, right? You are abundant. You possess everything that you need to be successful. There's no need to doubt yourself, because how I'm seeing it for you guys in reference to this mentality, everything it is that you want, need, and desire is attuned to it. So the reason why you're not seeing like blessings or opportunities that are right in front of your face is because you're not seeing yourself as deserving of them, right? Y'all so funny. Yeah, man, never doubt yourself. You're the shiznit, dag nabbit son of a gun. The Scorpio need to surrender, spirit. Yeah, it could be a Libra or a Taurus person. You afraid to be great. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you were telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward.
There's nothing to be afraid of, my sweet, precious Scorpio that I love so much.
Scorpio. Scorpios are the bomb. Y'all are my opposite sign. Yeah, man, there's nothing to doubt. Saggies. You're welcome, my love. It's Sag time. What does Sag need to release? You're so welcome. Yeah, man. I don't like when people do stuff like that. That's not what's hot in the street. So much love, Sag. What represent the blind you have on your side? I don't think I understood that. What does Sagittarius need to release, spirit? What does Sag need to release, spirit? Somebody say overindulgence. What does Sag need to release, spirit? My deck getting a little tight there. Is the beignet again? What does Sag need to release, spirit? Ooh. Yes. Oh, Sag, what's going on with you? Okay. Hermit, seeking. I'm seeing Sag like a run-on sentence with no period. Y'all need a period. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like attempting to find something and you're searching and you're seeking and you've yet to find it. And this could be anything. It could be the ideal partner. It could be the Holy Grail. I don't know. It could be a myriad of different things, right? But the thing is to turn around, right? Because it's something that you're looking for out there, right? Or it's something that you're looking for within, so to speak, right? And I'm seeing this more or less as a spiritual quest in an external sense. So it could be like, you know, a lot of research, a lot of reading. So even if some of you are working on a project that's like constantly tinkering with it, not feeling like it's finished, or when it's almost finished, it's going back and changing it yet again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm seeing it as like a run-on sentence. There needs to be a period. Because however far you've gotten up to this point, you have enough and you can move forward. For others of you that are searching for the proverbial Holy Grail, whether that be job, life situation, you know, relationship, and everything in your life is contingent upon, meaning that, you know, I'll do that when, or when I get here then, right? Be careful with that. Because one thing I know about Saggies, they change their mind a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if something in your life is contingent upon you getting somewhere, but that somewhere keeps changing, be cognizant of that, because one day you can wake up and realize that many, many years have passed, right? So just be aware of that. It's time to put a period at the end of the sentence. It's not to say to settle for less. It's not to say that you're giving up on anything. It's just that there's a need to act. There's been a lot of research. There's been a lot of preparation. There's been a lot of meditation. There's been a lot of prayer. There's been a lot of seeking. Now it's time for you to actually act, right? The purpose of the Hermit card is that the Hermit goes within. This is like a shaman, right? The shaman goes into the wilderness so that he can come back to his people, his tribe, with a message, right? Oh, that just got deep. Okay, special message. So a lot of Sagittarians are called, right? So you have a gift, you have a light, you have a message for the masses, but you're sitting on your calling because you think you're not ready. It's not time, or contingent upon when I get here, then it's time to act, right? Because this isn't about you. It's not about you being ready. It's the fact that you agreed, you made a contract with spirit to come here and do something. It's time to do it, because this isn't about you. It's about all of the people that you're called to help. And right now it's ego that's getting in the way of divine work, right? So it's time to act, Saggies. You feel me? So that being shaman energy, it's like spiritual teachers and healers. There's one of my favorite essays written by Lauren Isley called Judgment of the Birds. And he says in the very first line that once in a lifetime, a man must leave his kinsmen and go into the wilderness for a message, right? Y'all done been in the wilderness longer than 40 days and 40 nights, B. You feel me? Y'all done got the message, wrote 17 books on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the audio version, the ebook, you know. You got e-classes and things of the sort. And y'all still out there trying to get more material. It's time to act. And one thing I know about people who are Saggies, dude, y'all are spiritually gifted on a whole nother level. Like the way that spirit speaks to y'all, I told it to my homegirl. I said, it's like y'all got a direct private line to spirit and don't nobody else got the number. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes the rest of us call and sometimes spirit might answer. Oh, but spirit always answers for y'all, you know? So Sagittarius are very powerful spiritual people. And y'all have something in you to give to the masses. And right now, the collective is in desperate need. You feel me? So if you've been resting on your laurels and sitting on your gift, worried about this, that, and the other, just like I told Cancer, whatever it is you feel led to act on, whatever that idea is popping in your head, stop thinking about it and do it, because it's time. And there is no question of if it's going to work out, it has to, because it's not about you. It's about divine work. You know what I'm saying? Spirit always pays for what spirit orders. You feel me? So when it comes to us talking about divine purpose, callings, and missions and things of the sort, it's never a question if things like that are going to work out, because it's not about the individual. It's about you doing spirit's work. You feel me? Whoa. What does Sag need to surrender? Surrender a little self-esteem. You're freaking amazing, I said. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. BTW with that list, we're going to go outside and burn it. And then we're going to put it in water. Please don't burn your houses down. Next, Capricorn. Stop cussing me out, Princess. I'm sensitive. Oh, you did it already? Go ahead, girl. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to release, spirit? Here we go, sweats. What does Capricorn need to release, spirit? Oh. Whoa. Good Lord. 2 cards came out. Didn't expect that. The 3 of Pentacles and Justice. Ooh, Capricorn. Who made y'all upset? My first question. This is a grudge that's being held, right? Something has been very unfair in you guys' life. I don't know if this is just, this could be a long history of this. This could be something that just recently happened. And it's Capricorn wanting to take matters into their own hands. And I feel this really heavily. This is, do I want to say forewarning? This is a forewarning to keep your hands off, Capricorn. There's a need to trust in spirit right now. And to trust that if you want to say the laws of the universe, if you want to say the laws of karma, what have you, but it's the laws of cause and effect. There's a need to understand that when you put work, time, energy, and effort into something, a seed has to germinate. That's just what it is. So it's more or less understanding the cycles of life. If you've been wronged, you have to trust that that wrong will be righted, right? But what is that old quote? 2 wrongs don't make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right in the sense that you're now going to sow bad seeds of karma if you try to, get this person back or try to balance those yourself. This is in the immediate future. Now, this is a very specific message. There's another one behind this more general, but I have to say this first. It's something where either money was taken or credit was stolen. Somebody took credit for something that you did, or someone is slandering you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? And right now, stuff may not look like it's in your favor. It may look like this person is getting away with it, but this is a test of your trust in spirit. And if you don't, subscribe to a trust in spirit, just look at it as the laws of the universe. So it's not even about morals or ethics of like, evil people always get away with stuff. It's not about that. It's just the fact that whatever you put out into the universe, that has to come back to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And the scales are going to be balanced. Now, other than that, the more general message for Capricorns is the fact of whatever it is you guys are working on, and this is similar to Cancer's energy, is the fact that you guys are about to get recognition for it, right? So this is something that you've put time, energy, and effort into, or it could be a relationship. So if you're in a relationship and, high level of commitment, that's all I'm saying. Some people. Other than that, is you guys getting your just due. But there's a need to understand the correlation between the two, right? People don't get things. People don't get blessed with things out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like when it seems like a person became famous overnight, no one gets famous overnight. If you actually did research on people who seemingly got famous overnight, you'll find many, many years that this person has been working on this. Thank you, Brandon. What does... Oh, Lord, child, I am not doing individual readings, baby. Y'all gonna suck me dry if I tried that tonight. But, can you repeat that about if it's a relationship? Oh, if it's a relationship, it would be ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want to say, because I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. Higher level of commitment. If you're in a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? A contractual agreement of a couple. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I didn't say it. Y'all did. If you're a Capricorn and you're in a commitment, like not that y'all just met yesterday, but I mean, if y'all have been together for a while, your commitment is going to ascend to a higher level of commitment, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want my invite. That's all I'm saying. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real Let go of any resistance and banish any doubts that miracles can happen. So all y'all who was like, that'll be a miracle, that was for you. Don't be doubting. What, I forgot what year. I had a lady tell me this years ago. A tarot reader told me when I was very, very young. I was like, how dare she say that? And she was like, next is Aquarius. She's like, don't take this the wrong way, but your first husband, he's an asshole. She was right. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I was so devastated when she told me that. I was like, what do you mean? I only wanted to get married once. Aquarius spirit. What does Aquarius need to release under this full moon energy? Aquarius. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to release, spirit? And then last but certainly not least, after that is going to be my Pisces. Aquarius spirit. What does Aquarius need to release under this full moon energy, spirit? Aquarius.
Aquarius. Aquarius.
Oh, wait, that turn. Oh, why am I not surprised? 8 of Pentacles. You're working too hard, babe. I told this to y'all a few months ago in a reading. I talked about Aquarius getting into a groove, right? You guys have or had a goal that you were working to. You got stuck in the working, right? It's like I'm feeling it almost as if it's forced. Not forced by someone, but it's forced from within. Because it's almost this feeling of if I don't, like, what is that quote? Like, if you don't work, you don't eat. That's very true. But I mean, in y'all's case, nah. I'm not saying quit your jobs. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying work in the bone because you feel like time is running out, or it's not enough money, or I have to get here. It's just the constant spinning of your wheels, right? And there's nothing wrong with mastering your craft, right? There's a need to master your craft, right? For all of us. But it's an overexertion of effort. It's an imbalance. There's no work-life balance. So what I'm feeling for Aquarius, the thing you guys want to release under this full moon energy is the imbalance in your life, right? In relation to work. So if you looked at your life like a pie chart, right? I'm seeing it like work is taking up like this much. And then there's everything else. Now, for us to have a holistic lifestyle and a balance, a work-life balance, everything has to be equal. Like, and that includes our sleeping time, our personal leisure time, time with our family, right? Time for yourself. All of those things have to be balanced out. But I feel like the reason why there's so much effort put in work is because partly I feel like it symbolizes something for you. It gives you a sense of personal worth and value. And it's like that with a lot of us with our careers. But it's also kind of trying to work against time. But it's almost feeling as if this is all on my shoulders. And I feel like this isn't necessarily so much about seeing it as other people helping you, but it's kind of like, where is your trust? Where is your spirituality in all of this? Why is it that you're bearing this whole burden on your shoulders, feeling as if like, if it ain't me, ain't nothing popping, right? It's like, do you believe that you're co-creating with the universe? You say that, you think that, but are you seeing that lived out in your day-to-day life is what I'm getting. Hey, Stacey. Fernando. Whoa. Well, Aquarius needs to surrender. Y'all got 2 cards. First one is, same one Taurus got. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Now, a specific message I'm being told to tell you guys is with some people, this overworking is going to the extreme, meaning that you're not really getting rest. And when your body is telling you that you need to rest, you need to heed that and rest. Like, really, you know, because this is almost like what I'm picking up with this is somebody who's on the cusp of burnout. You know what I mean? Like you're overextending yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to be too many things to too many people. And like I said, it's a very hastiness that I feel. It's almost like I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. And it's like, do. But you have to slow down because you're pushing yourself. It really is, dude. Burnout, like, I'm not even joking. Like, burnout is so real. And I think as a therapist, that's something they drill in our heads on a regular basis. Like, I and every other therapist in the world has to take self-care seriously because burnout is so real. Because I know, like, probably my first year as a therapist, I experienced burnout with
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, screw lunch.
Yeah, like that was me. But you have to know your limits, right? If you can't be something to yourself, if you can't be at your best for yourself, you cannot be anything to anybody else, right? Running out of time and money. Yeah, dog. And that's all perceptive, but it's a feeling almost as if it's you against the world, you know? Next, we have surrendered to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Okay. Aquarius, this is real. These are two things to me. Surrender to the wisdom of your body and your intuition. So whatever this represents for you guys, y'all have been getting dreams. Y'all been getting warning signs, co-workers, bosses, family members, you know, partners telling you about what this is, that you've been overdoing it. Please, please. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Please heed whatever this is, because this is telling you to slow down before this gets bad. You feel what I'm saying? So anyone who's listening to me that's an Aquarius and you know that you know what I'm talking about, it's time to pump the brakes. You feel me? And it's kind of like that nagging thing. Even if it's something that's telling you to go to the doctor, you should go get this checked. Please heed that. That's very, very important, right? And last but not least is my Pisceans. I got some Aquarians in my personal life I need to fuss at. Pisces.
Pisces. I spent 9 months in a Pisces womb.
What does Pisces need to release under this full moon energy, spirit? Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this Friday night. Y'all that done stuck it out with me. Yeah, I can tell you myself, I need to go to the doctor because I'm showing signs of anemia. Having low iron in my blood. So I gotta go get that checked out myself. And go hyperventilate while they stick me with the needle. I'm gonna let y'all know something. I don't like needles. I'm terrified by them. Sure. And when I go get blood drawn, I have them use the infant needle on me. Like when they draw blood from infants, which means it takes extra long blood to come out. But I'm like, yeah, give me that one. Yeah, dog. You ladies be laughing at me. Yeah, man. I've been eating ice to the point where even my mom was like, okay, you need to get that checked out. Yeah, man. Butterfly needle. I don't like needles. I'll start hyperventilating. Oh man, pregnancy blood work. No. When I was pregnant, oh son, having a phobia of needles and being pregnant don't go together. Oh yay, Priscilla. What does Pisces need? What this is? That's what y'all need to release. King of Wands in reverse. I feel that as a person. Others of you, I feel that as an inner critic. So for some of you, as a person that could be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person, that's not very nice. Someone who's controlling and manipulative, you know what I'm saying? Their way or the highway. This could be a boss for some of you, right? And in the event that it's, you know, in a work arena, it's more or less, oh man, this is getting deep. More or less releasing the effect that this person will have on you. And for those of you, if it's a person that's in your vicinity, like not a romantic partner or something, but like a boss, the reason why this person triggers you so much is because they remind you of like a father figure. It's like they treat you very reminiscent of how your dad was. Like nothing's ever good enough. These are the expectations. You meet them. If you don't, it's as if something's wrong with you. So it's walking a straight and narrow path. If you fall anywhere outside of the lines, it's a thought that, you know, something's wrong with you, right? But something was actually wrong with them. And with this person that would be in your life now, that's their issue. I always say that how other people treat you says more about them than it does about you, right? In this person's case, they're very unhappy and they feel like their life is out of control. And the way that they feel a sense of pseudo self-worth and value is by either destroying other people's happiness or controlling their external environment because their life in reality or their inner world in reality is out of control, right? For others of you, this is your inner critic. And that still relates back to a male father figure or mother figure, somebody who always made you feel like nothing you ever did was good enough. You've internalized that voice, and now you are continuing to perpetuate the same verbal abuse in your own head. A lot of you are very gifted and very talented, but you hold yourselves back. You doubt yourselves a lot. You blame yourself for a lot of things that you don't really need to, right? So there's a need to confront that inner critic for those of you that identify with that. And then for those of you who have a person like this in your life, it's a need to ask yourself, if we're talking about moving forward and manifesting, and we're talking about only having things in our life that are in service of our highest good, it's the question of, is this in your highest good, right? If this is a person that you're working with, it's not about, oh, I got to quit my job, right? Is you not allowing that person's voice and to not internalize it. And I feel like the people with the work situation with a boss like that, how it's triggering on this past figure in your life is because of that inner voice. When they say things, it starts this reel in your head. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have said that, or I'm wrong, or always apologizing, or, you know, starting to feel really, really bad about yourself. You know what I mean? It's time to evict that inner critic. It's time to start challenging it. Is there any validity to what's being said? It's like, oh, you know, you're so stupid. Like, are you really? You know what I mean? If y'all want some worksheets on that, let me know. Some thought mapping. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys need to surrender? Surrender! Yeah, man. It's a lot of stepping into your power. That's really the energy that's going on right now. Majorly. I want worksheets. I got worksheets for days, y'all. Yeah, challenging the inner critic is all about thought mapping. Because the thing is, our thoughts are suggestions, we only think that they're like, commandments. Like when we think it, we think we have to think and internalize and accept that thought. You don't have to. Surrender to spirit, Pisces. Once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Ain't that some stuff? Surrendering to what is. That goes into that thought reel. Like I was saying, it'll start this whole little reel, but the thing is, it's pumping your brakes about it, And it's a little bit of trust of knowing that everything that we do, right, or everything we've done, it's done, right? Whether we feel it's for good or whether we feel it's for bad, right? It's done. But no matter how things pan out, it's trusting and knowing that things are always working out for your highest good. And that's not by looking at things from a 3D perspective. If we look at stuff from just a 3D perspective, then no, how could this horrible thing or my, Antichrist boss, how could this possibly be working out for my highest good, right? There's a need to open up your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Life is not just about us getting a shopping list of all of the stuff that we want. It's about learning. It's about experiencing, right? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And that's a story that I always tell y'all. If we lived our lives for the destination, having the ownership of things and people, I just saw 222 for real. That's balance. Oh, whoa. But yeah, man. It's all about living in the moment, not beating yourself up thinking of, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should have said this. And did I say too much or did I say too little? And I said that to someone the other day. It's like, if a person is a part of your past, they're no longer a character in your story, And I don't believe in dwelling on stuff in the past because, God can't change the past. So why are you dwelling on it? It's like, oh, if I would have just done this or if I wouldn't have said that, that's not going to change nothing. Like you beating yourself up and saying, oh my God, somebody just, what is that? Is that emo come? Thank you who sent the 2222. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Hello, Anthony. But yeah, man, but it's like being upset about the past, like, dog, that does nothing. Beating yourself up over shoulda, coulda, wouldas does nothing for you because there's nothing you can do about it now because it's in the past. So it's more or less like other people can forgive us. If you look at it with God's forgiveness, that's like a belief system you subscribe to, right? If you believe God forgives you, a lot of times it's us needing to forgive ourselves. It's like when we get karma back. It's a one-time thing. But we give ourselves karma every day for years for one mistake that we made, and we punish ourselves every day for years for that. Karma only comes back once. You got to pay the piper one time. You know what I'm saying? Do yourself a favor and relinquish that. Allow yourself to enjoy life. Know that everything that is for you is always going to be for you. If you're a person who always thinks about other people's feelings, if you're self-reflecting, you're seeing how you can communicate better, how you can love better, how you can be a better employee, how I can be a better friend. And this is something everyone can benefit from, not just Pisces. If you're always thinking about how you can do better, right? Even in a relationship, what you can do to compensate for the person that you're with. If these are thoughts that you're thinking about on a regular basis, is how you can be better for others. There's never any reason why you should be beating yourself up over somebody not being in your life, right? Or feeling like you're not doing enough for a person to remain in your life. Because a lot of you guys who are in this chat, a lot of you guys I've interacted with one-on-one that I've read for, you guys are some amazingly beautiful human beings, right? But a lot of y'all have been through some stuff. One thing that breaks my heart more than anything is seeing so many beautiful humans, right? Who think that they could have ever possibly, right? Like driven someone away. When a lot of you guys talk to me about, this desire to self-reflect. How can I be a better me? Not like, I rarely ever get questions about like, how can I get my ex back? How can I make them want me? I don't get them type of questions. The thing I love so much about my subscribers is you guys are so thought-provoking, you're so self-reflective, and you guys truly want to evolve, right? So if there's anything that you're holding on your back, right, that you're thinking that you didn't do good enough, right, that you think you missed out on, majority of you guys who think you missed out on something, you're going to soon realize that a lot of people have missed out on you. The greatest blessing that has befell many people's lives who have crossed your path was losing you. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like it needs to be said. The greatest loss of their life was losing you, because a lot of you guys are blessings to people in ways that you can't even fathom, that you may not yet understand, or that you may be starting to understand, right? You didn't miss out on anything. They missed out on you. Soon enough, before 2019 is over, that's going to be very clear to you as well as everyone else. So hold on to that and know that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say, though. The prize of the Cracker Jack box. Yeah, real talk, man. We ain't got time. Thank you, Emocom. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Y'all are the freaking bomb. Gummy bears. Oh, dang, Lori, I forgot to call out the times. I'm sorry. You know, when I get in the groove, I be forgetting things. But thank you guys for coming out with me on Friday night. I might have to start doing this more often. I know y'all was about to show up and show out life. You know what I'm saying? We got a little party, have a little twerk contest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do read numerology. Numerology was my first love. I studied numerology before I studied tarot or astrology. Uh-oh. All right, Brandon. Twerk, 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 twerk. We not about this dude. I just saw that at the bottom of the deck. Get rid of him, too. Everybody release him in the full moon energy. Whoever that is in your life. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, dude. Definitely. Numerology is the jam. It's really the jam. But y'all keep an eye out. I'm going to be opening up personals probably sometime this week. You know what I'm saying? And I said one of these days, I'm going to do my Subbie appreciation. One day I'm going to come on here and I'm going to do a live and just like, you know, let y'all toss out some cash and I'll answer some questions. Not today, though. But thank all of you guys for coming out. Y'all are the bomb.com. Oh my God. Yeah, full shit. Y'all burn your houses down doing these doing these rituals. Stay away from all buildings, okay? You guys are so welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Y'all are the freaking bomb. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah. I'm about to eat some of this good old gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. So I will see you guys sooner than later. Thank you to all of my mods. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And your May reads are going to be coming soon. But timestamps are going to be blue. Oh, yeah, man. Gumbo is a bomb. Oh, thank you. And then the replay is going to be up. You're welcome. Well, I love your face, guys. I'm about to go eat now. Deuces. Mm, 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 mm. Dance breakdown. Oh, do I want it in the stream? I don't know. Because I'm dancing. Because I'm dancing. Because I'm dancing. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I'm going to stop.